Whether you're playing in an NFL office pool or just looking to bet every single game this weekend, you need to watch this video in order to find some winners. Let's roll. What's up, sports fans? My name is Chris. Thank you so much for watching today's episode of Victory Formation. Today is Wednesday, September 4th, and in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down every single NFL game for Week 1's action and giving you 16 NFL ATS picks in order to help you make some money and win your office pool. Now, before we get into the plays, though, if you haven't already smashed the like button, please go ahead and do so now. If you guys are new around here, please hit the subscribe button. We are pumping out some great content, and I do not want you to miss out on anything going forward. Now, without further ado, here are your 16 NFL Week 1 bets. The first play on the card is the Thursday night opener between the Kansas City Chiefs and Baltimore Ravens. The Chiefs are currently laying minus 3 points. Look, the Chiefs find themselves in a similar position to last year where they opened up the season at home on Thursday Night Football in a game they lost to the Detroit Lions. This year, the Baltimore Ravens, they are for real. They added Derrick Henry to an already elite run game, and I believe a steady dose of the run game will give the Chiefs fits and limit Patrick Mahomes' time on the field, which means limited production from him. I believe the Baltimore Ravens are good enough to go into Arrowhead Stadium and win this game outright, but at plus 3 points, that's too good to pass up. You're talking Packers versus Eagles. The Eagles are laying minus 2.5 points. Look, the Philadelphia Eagles, they fell flat on their face to close out the year last year, while the Green Bay Packers were trending upwards, with Jordan Love elevating his game after a good offseason. I see the Packers making a statement in Brazil and pulling off the outright win. Take the Packers plus 2.5 points. Next up, we have the Tennessee Titans taking on the Chicago Bears. The Bears are laying minus 3.5 points. Look, it's the Caleb Williams show in the Windy City, and he's going up against a middling Tennessee Titans defense that will be middle of the pack at best this year. Not to mention, Will Levis is getting the start for the Titans with no Derrick Henry behind him to save him. I do believe the Chicago Bears defense will slow down the Tennessee Titans offense, and Caleb Williams will ball out in a big win. Take the Bears to cover 3.5. The next play we are rolling with is the Texans versus the Colts. The Texans are currently minus 2.5 point favorites. These two teams typically play each other tough, but the Indianapolis Colts secondary leaves more questions than answers. And we saw how quickly the Houston Texans offense meshed with CJ Stroud, Tank Dell, Nico Collins all doing work, and the addition of Stephon Diggs will only add to that. Texans roll in this one. Next on the docket is the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Buffalo Bills. The Bills are laying minus 6 points. Look, Kyler Murray didn't see the field for the entire preseason. What makes you think he's going to step onto the field and get a cover against a good Buffalo Bills team? Josh Allen and co should do enough even without Stephon Diggs in the lineup. And we're going to take the Bills here at home to get a minus 6 cover. Next up is the Patriots versus the Bengals. The Bengals are currently laying 8.5 points. 2 words, Joe Burrow. He's got enough offensive weapons around him to put up a big score against a weak New England Patriots team. And Jacoby Brissett simply won't be able to match him point for point. Lay the points with the Bengals, minus 8.5. Next up, we're talking Steelers at Falcons. The Falcons are currently laying minus 3 points. Look, this Steelers team had to choose between bad or worse at quarterback with Russell Wilson and Justin Fields, and I believe they choose the worst option with Russell Wilson getting the start. They're void of talent at the skill positions, while the Atlanta Falcons will have to make do without the likes of Arthur Smith calling plays, which in my opinion, and in everybody else's opinion, is a godsend. Kirk Cousins should be able to do enough with the talent around him to cover this 3-point spread at home. Lay the points with the Falcons. Next up is the Carolina Panthers getting 4 points against the New Orleans Saints in New Orleans. Look, the Carolina Panthers look like they were in mid-season form in the preseason. They posted a 1-2 record. Their offense looked anemic, and while Bryce Young did not see the field, I don't expect him to automatically step on the field and produce points against a good Saints defense. Derek Carr needs a good showing at home against a weak Carolina Panthers defense, and he's got playmakers around him, and he's going to produce and build some confidence for this season. Lay the points with the Saints, minus 4. Next up, we have the Jaguars taking on the Dolphins at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The Dolphins are currently laying minus 3 points. Look, maybe I'm on an island with this one, but the Miami Dolphins simply don't move the needle at all. Tua Tagovailoa is simply not a good quarterback. Yes, he has good pieces around him, but I do like what the Jaguars will be able to do defensively, and I believe in Trevor Lawrence. I believe they're going to get a road win here and upset the Fins. Take the Jaguars plus 3 points. Next up is the Minnesota Vikings laying minus 1.5 points against the New York Giants at MetLife Stadium. Look, this is a game absolutely nobody should watch. You got Sam Darnold going up against Daniel Jones, but give me the small home underdog here. Daniel Jones, he's got to figure it out eventually if he wants to keep his starting position as quarterback for the New York Giants. And with rumors going around he's dating Kay Adams, I expect him to elevate his game just for the new girlfriend mojo. Next, we got the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Los Angeles Chargers. The Chargers are currently laying -3 points. Look, there's a lot of issues surrounding the Los Angeles Chargers right now. Yes, they got a new coach in Jim Harbaugh, but Justin Herbert, Joey Bosa, their two best players, are questionable. I know the Raiders are going to be trotting out Gardner Minshew as the #1 quarterback this year, but he's got enough good pieces around him to pull off the victory and upset the Chargers here. Take the points with the Raiders. Next up, you got the Broncos taking on the Seahawks, with the Seahawks laying -6 points. Look, the last time these two teams hooked up, it was a 17-16 Seattle Seahawks victory. I expect more of the same low-scoring slogfest type game that we saw in that last contest. I'm taking the points here with Bo Nix. I believe he's the real deal. And the Denver Broncos defense should do enough to keep the Seattle Seahawks offense at bay. Moving over to the Commanders versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Buccaneers are currently laying -3.5 points. This is another one of those games where nobody should voluntarily watch. I'm going to be banking on Baker Mayfield, his veteran presence, to lead the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at home to a victory and cover against a raw rookie in Jaden Daniels. The Sunday Night Football game goes between the Detroit Lions and Los Angeles Rams. The Lions are currently laying -3.5 points on their home field. I like this game to go over the number for what it's worth, but with two teams trading points, I like the Lions' weapons more so than the Rams, and I believe Jared Goff is going to lead the Lions to victory in the home opener for the Detroit Lions. Lay -3.5 points with the Lions. And finally, the Monday Night Football game between the Jets and San Francisco 49ers. The Niners are currently laying 4.5 points, depending on your book. We're taking the New York Jets here. It's Aaron Rodgers' second go-around at making his debut with the Jets. It's definitely going to last more than 4 plays, hopefully. And I do believe he's going to be productive, and the Jets defense is going to ball out. I'm taking the underdog here to pull off the upset, but we'll take the points instead at +4. That wraps up today's episode of Victory Formation. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to help support the videos, please smash the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel at Game Day Wagers, leave a comment in the comment section if you guys are tailing or fading any of these best bets, or share these pictures with your friends on social media so we can all make some money together.